You think I don't know what's going on around here?
If you're hearing our voices, that means it's time for It's This Meets That, the podcast. We watch the worst movies from trailer to end credits, scene by scene, so you don't have to, but maybe you should. I'm Russ.
I'm Jared, and I'm agitated.
I can tell. You don't like when trailers come in hot? Or wait, do you like when trailers come in hot?
I feel like I had a big turnaround. Astute ITMT listeners will know. I feel like I used to be against hot lead-ins, and then now
you're in?
Very much in favor. Yep.
You're in. Okay. So that was a hot lead-in. That came in. You came in hot. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about it. I feel shocked, but
I think people are allowed to grow and change, Russ. That's what I'm getting at.
Hey, like baseball, just got to make adjustments, you know? That's what you do.
That's right. That's right.
I don't know why I brought up. I was watching baseball.
America's pastime.
Yes.
Jose Canseco.
Yep. Stealing steroids and hot dogs.
That's right.
America's pastime.
Just like Mark McGuire. Buddies.
Friends.
Bash Bros.
We're back. Episode 100 something.
Yeah. Sure.
If you clicked on it, you probably know the number.
Giddy up 409. Not a sponsor.
not a sponsor. You need your countertops clean. So we're back with a new movie.
That's right.
Which means trailer trash time. Watch a trailer. We're going to break it apart before we get into the big breakdown in following episodes. So, Jared, why don't you tell everyone what you and I had a hard time. It was a big debate today. We were texting back and forth about what next movie we're going to do. And why don't you tell everyone what we decided to do to ourselves?
We decided on...
Okay, before we get, I feel like this podcast has shifted from two people talking about terrible movies and breaking them down and hoping to find some, this is where things went wrong, while also adding a little color and about life and stuff like this. To now, it's just become torture. It's just become torture.
Yeah, we recently picked up a few new listeners in Italy. I don't know if you noticed. We seem like we have a few new regular listeners in Italy. Hello to you. Buongiorno.
Buongiorno. Yeah.
It is. Also, FYI, this is like a BDSM podcast now. Where we just torture ourselves for your pleasure.
So why don't you tell them what we're putting ourselves through this time?
It's the lucky one. Yeah. I like that we're acting like this is the worst thing that ever happened to us. No one's forcing us to do this. Other than the listeners.
Yes. I mean, at this point, we are now being forced into this. So
that's right.
Because if we stop, then riots, it's just world. Yeah. Cats and dogs living together. It's just not going to be good. So
yeah. What would you listen to?
What would you do with 4 hours of your life every, come on.
Cut that. Bleep that out. I hate that guy.
Yeah. We can't mention that guy.
Yeah. Just bleep it out. Anyway, should I tell you what the lucky one's about?
It's not us. I know that.
No, that's right. The unlucky two.
The unlucky two would be.
That's the next episode.
That's our next podcast.
The premise here is we've got a Marine travels to Louisiana after serving 3 tours in Iraq and searches for the unknown woman he believes was his good luck charm during the war. What the fuck? I'm so mad already.
I don't think I've ever wanted to walk into a wall more times in my life, but yeah,
like
for no reason.
Sponsored by the U.S. Marines, not the podcast. I mean the movie.
Oh, the movie. Yes.
Yeah. We're not sponsored by the U.S. Marines.
Yeah,
we're sponsored by Raytheon.
Right.
Where the Marines get their knife missiles.
Yeah, this is going to be good. Okay, so yeah, that's what we got. Lucky One, 2012 movie. And I know we talk about actors when we get into the big breakdown, but
that's right.
We should call out the two. We got this generation's Marlon Brando of actor.
Careful. Oh my god.
I couldn't.
This generation's Marlon Brando.
I don't know why that all just came.
Oh my god!
He doesn't even look like him. He doesn't even act.
I'm speechless.
Yeah,
yeah. You can take that back if you want.
No, I don't mean it.
Double down.
Yeah. Zac Efron.
Yeah, this generation's Ted Bundy.
I don't know why I said that. I just can't. It just flew out of me. So it stars Zac Efron and Taylor Schilling,
friend of the pod.
Friend of the pod. She was in The Titan, which if you're a long time listener, you know we covered that movie. a long
Can we
time
say
ago.
friend of the pod if we just talk about a person?
I think if we've mentioned someone twice in 2 separate episodes, we
Friend
can
of the
say
pod.
Friend of the pod. If we've hung out with you in person, friend of the pod. If we've mentioned your name, if you've mentioned your name twice over, I would say all of our episodes, friend of the pod. If you bought us shots at a bar in downtown Boston, friend
Justin Bieber, that's right. Friend of the pod.
Jay Beebs. I would say BFF of the pod, if anything.
If anything, yeah.
So, all right. So that's the movie we're doing. Oh my God.
I hate the trailer. I'm just saying it up front. I hated the trailer. It was terrible.
It's painful. But before that, do we have any fan service?
We don't this week, but listeners, if you send us an email, we'll read it. Don't forget. People don't forget. It's thismeetsthat@gmail.com. And then we'll read it here in this segment.
Right now. Right here.
Yeah. Leave like a 5-second gap here. Just like. That's where your email would be.
Yeah.
If you lived here, you'd be home by now.
Yeah.
It's one of those, but for emails.
Let's get into this trailer for
Nice hot start.
nice, hot. Well, yeah, cool start, right? I don't know. It was pretty sunset, right?
Sunrise.
Oh, right. Sunrise.
I was confused too. I was like,
Yeah.
what is this? Until Zac Efron comes in. Zac Efron. Can you imagine?
Jack. It sounds like a PI from the 1950s. Jack Efron.
Yeah, I'd watch that.
She walked into my office. She had legs to the ceiling. Wait, what?
Yeah. Well, I'm a little confused here as he lights up a cigarette. Jack Efron is Columbo, by the way.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's squinting, wondering. Well, that's funny because you said that you were the prep cook, but I see you cooking on the line. Would that make you a line cook?
Great Columbo.
So Jack Efron.
Jack Efron says it's the morning. That's how I knew it was the sunrise. It was in the morning after a night raid.
Oh, right. I said sunset, and he actually says, man, movie magic.
Is Peter Falk dead, by the way?
Yes.
Damn it.
I'm going to go with a strong yes here, but
just looked it up. No, I just looked it up. He died before this movie came out, so good on him.
Yeah.
2011, right before this movie came out.
Oh, wow. Jeez.
Friend of the pod, Peter Falk. We'll definitely talk about Peter Falk a lot, I'm sure.
All right, let's get under control here. We haven't even started yet. All right,
we're one line in.
So it was the morning. It was after a raid, and we get our hero Zac Efron. We get quick flashes of action, right? Night vision goggles, lots of
Humvee.
Humvees. We got move. Military stuff, Marine stuff is happening, right?
It's very, killing Osama bin Laden.
Yeah.
SEAL Team 6 was here. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is probably his third tour of Iraq at this point, right?
I would imagine, yeah. Maybe not. Maybe he found it early on. I guess we'll find out in the movie. I wasn't sure. Like 3 tours is what, 6 years? Is a tour 2 years?
I think so.
So maybe he found it like tour number 1, and it just kept him safe the whole war.
The whole time.
As you know, Afghanistan and Iraq only lasted 6 years. As we all know, famously.
We all know. Okay, so and then after we get some military action here, we get just a helicopter flying off into the sunset. Now the helicopter's flying into the sunset, right?
Right. Well, I think it's still the sunrise.
Oh,
I think it cut to it's like after the night raid. So we get the night raid, and then I think it's cut back to that sunrise we just saw at the beginning when it's live Zac Efron saying what's going on.
Got you. Okay.
So we see our hero, Zac Efron, all dirty next to some bombed out building.
Yeah.
And then as he's looking at something shiny in the dirt, he goes, I just found it. Like it was meant to be.
Yeah. And he goes and picks it up. And of course it's a photo of lady photo.
Of some woman. Right.
Yeah.
Some random woman.
Yes. Some random woman. We'll refer to her as lady photo. Mm-hmm. And in the rubble of like bombed out kind of area, right?
Right.
But it's enough to distract him away from what's about the impending doom, which is kablooey.
Turns around, and a rocket strikes just where he was standing at that building. Presumably kills all his friends because he goes down. He gets knocked out.
The lucky one. And
that's right. Big survivor guilt movie is the whole premise, right?
Yeah. So it seems like all of his platoon there, his crew has been toasted, and he gets tossed back, and he's down. And then we get a voice.
We've had a disclaimer at the beginning, like,
what?
Don't listen to this if you were in Iraq because you'll be probably stressed out.
No.
Okay.
No. Well, if you get to this point and you hear this,
yes, stop listening. This might stress you out. Actually, you can keep listening because that part was probably the worst. So sorry.
that was it. Just download it and put this part on mute and then turn it back on in a minute.
Yeah, the rest is fine.
Yeah. Just give it a 10-second mute and then you're good.
Too late.
It's too late. Bomb goes off, probably takes out his platoon. He gets tossed down. Clearly him finding the shiny object photo of Lady Photo saved his life, becoming a lucky one. Kind of throws the thought in your head like, oh, is he just stealing some photo of some other guy's girl in the rubble, which is kind of weird, right? Kind of strange. Curious about that. And then we cut to a voiceover of one of his boys in the crew there, platoon or
some Humvee.
Yeah. Out. He's like, got yourself a guardian angel. Things like this don't just happen.
I say you owe her, which sounds vaguely threatening.
Yeah.
What do you owe her?
This movie plays a lot with the idea that free will doesn't exist. So we might have some good topics to talk about, actually, because all these romance movies are just, it's all about destiny and people meeting each other.
That's true. Listeners, you're in luck. We'll make it longer. I promise.
Guaranteed. We're going to have a solid philosophical conversation about free will. And
you'll like it.
All right. So then, he owes her. And then we cut to good old Warner Home Video and Village Roadshow pictures.
Which
split screen.
So was this movie not in the theaters ever? This was never theater released?
Yeah, I know. It went to the theaters for a little bit.
Oh my God. Wait, this movie is wildly profitable. Oh God, spoilers for next week.
Yeah. So I mean, it didn't last very long in the theaters, but yeah, it was in the theaters. So
either way,
it doesn't.
It was a weird split screen logo.
It felt very much like a straight to home video kind of screen. But anyways,
yes,
whatever. So we have Village Roadshow pictures, which we all.
But a split screen logo screen also is like brutal.
Yeah, that's ruthless. That's kind of tough. It's like, we don't have enough time to fit all the romance in. We need to split screen your logos.
Oh my God.
All right, then we get Zac Efron doing a voiceover here. I told myself if I made it out, I'd find that girl and thank her for saving my life.
Yeah, we see clips of him arriving home. He's hugging a little girl in the street.
Hopefully family, not a stranger.
Definitely a stranger.
Hopefully he doesn't have PTSD. He's just hugging random people. Shot of Nobletown, USA. Him walking on a boardwalk. Sunset or sunrise? There's a lot of sunsets and sunrising.
There was a piece there where he's on a computer trying to find this girl, and there's like something about a river lighthouse in Hamden.
He's definitely doing some solid internet stalking.
Yeah. And then that's when we cut to presumably Hamden, Louisiana, where sun sets on a boardwalk and God knows what. It was a lighthouse.
There's so many sunsets. I think there's a lot of sunsets.
We've
already got 3. We got a sunrise and 2 sunsets already. And we're like less than, it's too much. It's way too much.
Good old Nikki Sparks there is like, you know what women love? Sunrises and sunsets. Baby. Oh. You say baby too?
And then we get this little bit, and then we cut to the lady from the photo just hanging out in a barn with super short shorts because
it's that kind of movie.
2012. This is where we're at.
It's the South, I guess. Daisy Dukes.
Right. And then we cut to her asking Zac Efron, "What brings you to Hamden?" And he's like,
"A long story."
Yeah, I mean, I had to figure out how to work the internet, and then I had to figure out how to find you.
I stalked you for hours. Here we are. Yeah.
A little bit of Googling. Actually took me about an hour. And here
reverse image search.
And done.
I was in Iraq, not not World War II.
All right. So then we cut to like woman from the photo there. We don't
Taylor
get her.
Schilling. We could say
we'll just call it. We don't know her name, but we'll just call it Taylor Schilling. So Taylor Schilling, I'm guessing telling her mother.
I wasn't sure. Older woman who it's definitely her. If not her mother,
like an aunt, maybe
mentor, mother figure, right?
Yeah.
Mother figure for sure.
I'm going with mother. We'll go with mother for now. And she's like telling her mother, she's like, "Yeah, there's some man here wanting some job." I don't know. I'm going to a Southern accent. Wanting some job here on the farm.
Yeah, well, because they're in Louisiana, but none of them have Southern accents.
No, none of them do.
Thankfully,
and she can't get him to go away.
Yeah.
Then we get a quick shot of Zac Efron,
which is creepy.
Yeah.
By the way, we shouldn't gloss over that so
You're
much.
Right.
Of like,
you're right.
There's a man here who came to apply for a job and I can't get rid of him. And oh no.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Zac Efron, you should go.
Yeah, it's time for you to go. I know you don't look creepy, but you're being creepy.
Right. You're being creepy.
Yeah.
Ted Bundy.
So then we cut to a quick shot of him walking away, I think, in another sunset.
Yeah, well, and this is how we know we're somewhere rural for sure, because there's a beat up red Ford pickup and a dog
running around.
Big old dog.
There might be a lot of Southern accents in this major episode here, so be prepared. I'm actually now excited about all the stuff that's going to happen potentially.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a long episode on Saturday.
It definitely is going to be a long one. Stock up on all the beer. Make sure you eat some pasta before you get started in this party.
Smart.
All right. So, and then we get Taylor Schilling asking mom, like, oh, how'd you get him to go away? And she says, I gave him the job.
She totally fucked her over. Like, why would you do that to your daughter figure?
Yeah. That seems pretty creepy. So
brutal.
And then here we go. We get the title card.
Yeah. From enemy of the pod, Nicholas Sparks.
From Nicholas's Sparks's, the best-selling author.
Sparks. It's like attorneys general.
Yes, Nicholas's Sparks, the best-selling author of The Notebook.
Yeah.
Is this our first real? This isn't a rom-com. This is our first romantic drama, I think.
I guess so. Yeah. I don't expect to laugh in this movie.
No, I expect to cry, and not in the way that is expected.
Not in the way that you want.
Yes, not in the way that Nicholas's Sparks is hoping.
That's right.
So you go. We're doing a Nicholas Sparks movie. Oh my god. What have we done?
Did you see The Notebook, by the way? Have you seen that movie?
No, I think I've seen more of The Notebook through watching other movies referencing The Notebook.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Like watching another movie where they're watching The Notebook or making fun of it. I think I've seen more of it that way, but I've never seen it.
I can't remember if I've seen it. How wild is that?
I mean,
I don't know if I've seen it.
I know enough about the movie to know that that's actually a big plot point.
Oh my god! Oh, wait, I know that too. Maybe I have seen it.
Yeah,
I was getting confused with The Walk to Remember. Did you see that one?
No, I can't remember that one.
It's a plot point.
Yep.
And cancer. Plot point.
Yes, plot point.
Anyway, okay.
All right, so
this is our first romance, true romance.
Yes, first true romance movie. So this will be rough on everyone. So then we get shots of Zac Efron here, showing off the guns, the arm guns there, not the military
Picking
guns.
Things up, putting them down.
I pick things up, I put them down, and we get the Taylor Schilling just kind of reverse now, stalking him, watching him through the window and enjoying him, watching him work.
Yeah, I think it's just ogling him. It's not like reverse stalking because he's aware that she's there.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, that's right. Stalking means you don't know that the person's okay. Yeah. No, but he doesn't know that she's staring at him. So
true. Good point. She's like washing something aggressively in the sink.
So he's working. Yeah. And then Mom's like, well, that'll be as clean as it'll ever be.
That was almost my quote for the opening.
Which makes Taylor Schilling's character jump for some reason.
Yeah.
I guess she's scared.
And then the mom laughs. Right. Yeah. I feel like Taylor Schilling's character is horribly abused by everyone in this movie. And I'm not excited about it. I think I'm going to be angry.
She's already been, she's being stalked by Ted Bundy. And Mom is just kind of like creeping in the background on her.
Her mom's maybe even worse. Yeah. She's enabling all of this.
Yeah. Lady Bundy.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
I'm stressed.
So then we cut to, she's got a kid.
Yeah, I didn't realize that at first. I was just like, who's this little boy?
There's just some kid who's just like, hey, man, Logan. Oh, we got old man Logan here. And she's like,
want to stay over for jambalaya?
Jambalaya? And
he doesn't have a southern accent.
No, but everyone's going to for when we get to this. And Taylor Schilling's like, hey, whoa, easy. We don't know if Logan's got plans or whatever. And Logan's like, I don't know if this is a weird way he said this. And it sounded like he was doing some Mitch Hedberg voice, but he was just like, I don't remember the last time I had plans.
Also, almost the quote. I don't know what he's trying to do here.
It's baffling.
It's weird. It's weird delivery.
Because it changes too. He changed from like the beginning to now. And it's just like, what is this delivery? What are you doing here?
Yes. And then by the end, he's like regular Zac Efron.
Yeah.
Like in every movie I've ever seen him in. 16 going on 30 or whatever that movie was.
And then we get Taylor Schilling. We cut to her telling her mom up in the farmhouse here, being like, hey, it's just casual beers between coworkers. What could go wrong?
Yeah, it's not a date.
It's not a date.
Obviously, it's a date.
Just a little heads up, like casual beers between coworkers. I mean, Jared and I had casual beers 11 years ago. Look at us now.
And look at us now.
Friends for life.
That's how you start a podcast.
That's how you start. And look at us now. And this is where we are. So,
yeah. So just saying.
Just be careful next time you have casual beers with a coworker.
Yeah. It's not what you think.
It could be 10 years later and you could be asking people to send you emails.
That's right. That's exactly right. The mom is like, yeah, again, the villain in this story. This is when some douche pulls up in a sports car.
Yeah.
And I was like, who's this guy?
Yeah, this is dude dad, bro dad.
And with the actual quote I used of, you think I don't know what's going on around here? As he abusively yells at Taylor Schilling's character.
And he was heading for the fridge, by the way. I'm going to note it right now. He was heading for the fridge, most likely to open it to drink straight from the carton. Right? Yes.
That's right. You're totally right.
Right?
What an asshole.
He looks like a carton drinker.
He's got a carton drinker's forehead. I think the known carton drinkers that we know personally, I think have dropped off from listening to the podcast. So.
Hey, you know what?
We've gained new carton drinkers in their stead, I'm sure. Italians.
Big time carton drinkers.
They probably have bottles over there. Damn it, Europe's so cool.
No, everything's room temperature. Come on.
Probably glass bottles.
No, everything's room temperature. Come on.
Yeah, it's like room temperature milk in a glass bottle that they leave on your doorstep or something. Like old-timey United States.
Yes, because we're so far in the future now. And then we get.
I only have this as a frame of reference. I only have what I have.
So Taylor Schilling tells dude dad bro here, who's like, you don't have a say no more.
Yeah, Taylor Schilling says that. Well, yeah.
And then and we cut to we're outside now, and then it's a quick jump to now we're outside and different scene entirely, and the guy's being a little aggressive towards her and being like, hey, that's my son in there too. And
Jack Efron, her arm.
Yeah, and she's like, you're hurting my arm. And Zac Efron is just hanging on the door being like, hey,
better let go of that girl.
You should do as she says.
All right.
I'm not sure. I'm trying to does he say it as Columbo or does he say it as Mitch Hedberg?
I think he's doing a McConaughey almost.
I think he's doing a McConaughey right now. He's just like, yeah. All right. You should do as she says. And then we get the dude looking at him like, bro, who are you and what are you doing in my barn that I probably paid for?
That's right. And then it's later that day and Zac Efron, sorry, is telling Taylor Schilling that, she deserves better. And she's like, you don't know what I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
And then obviously they start making out in the outdoor shower that everyone in the South has apparently.
Yeah, no, it's huge. Yeah, it's big time out there.
And then presumably there's a sex scene. Like there's a lot of alluded to sex scenes in the trailer.
Yeah, I think it's steamy but classy, sexy time moments, I think,
Oh, yeah. I wonder what this movie's rated. It must be PG-13.
Yeah, it's PG-13. So a lot of hands on midriffs, a lot of shirts coming up, a lot of...
Although Twilight, also PG-13 and pretty aggressive.
And as we know, could have been more.
Could have resulted in a vampire baby.
And then we get Zac Efron saying, you should be kissed every day, every hour, every minute. Which
thanks, Nicholas Sparks.
Come on, man.
Which lines are from the book and which lines are somebody had to write for the movie?
Yeah, which are realistic. Come on. It sounds romantic, but come on. Let's just be logical here. It sounds kind of annoying at some certain point, right?
Yes. Well, that's when the police officer shows up, right?
Yeah, and a conflict. So here's a major conflict. We get the dude dad who isn't he's the cop, right?
No, not at all. The cop is just a regular cop.
Oh, it's a different guy? Oh, because he's got a gun later.
He's not the douche guy. No.
I thought that would have been more interesting because he was just like, hey, I found this on your friend there, Zac Efron.
Your boy Logan.
I thought he was the cop.
No, I think this was just the rando cop.
Okay.
I think the cops are all just also probably on the side of.
Oh, like they're his bros or something? Where do you think where do you think the dude bro guy works then? Do you think he just works in town? Like he's like
he's like landscaping or something.
Oh, okay. All right. There's nothing wrong with working landscape. That's great.
No, it's cool.
You're outdoors every day. Get a lot of vitamin D. Wear some sunscreen.
He's not qualified to be a police officer. I don't think.
I don't know.
Not that there's a real high bar there, but not that there's anything wrong with. Well, actually,
yeah. That's why. Anyway. That's why I think he's a cop because he's a dick.
Yeah, I mean, certainly possible.
So anyways, a cop, I think potentially the dude bro guy friend there. This person shows up with a photo and she's like, what's that? He's like, yes, your friend Logan had it on him. And then I don't like, so she's all upset about it. And then
she's like, you should have told me. And he's like, I tried, but I didn't know how. And you're like,
just
what?
What? What? What do you mean?
Also, we've definitely seen the whole movie by the end of this movie, right?
Oh yeah. Yes. Yeah, definitely.
We're getting all of the conflict points right now.
Oh yeah. 100%. Yeah. Everything's been thrown on the table here. So yeah, he's like, oh, I should have told you, but I didn't know. I tried telling you, like,
Whoa.
like what? Just before you guys started making out in the shower? Which time? Yeah. Yeah. No one wants to tell anyone anything at those moments. So
that's right.
So bullshit.
And then she throws a plant in anger.
Yeah. That seems, I don't know. That seems.
Listeners, you will have just done Earth Day a few days ago when this episode comes out. So apologies to the trees. Taylor Schilling didn't mean it.
No, that plant didn't deserve that. Didn't deserve your anger. And then it kind of was a little bit, not really totally quick, but
Zac Efron sat in bed.
We get the mom coming back, the mom figure here. And again, we're talking about fate and
everything happens for a reason.
Everything happens for a reason. And nothing. Yeah. So yeah.
Free he was meant to find the photo.
I wonder if we were meant to do this movie. Were we meant to, like, did we have any free will in this? Do we have a choice in picking this movie?
I mean, that's a heady topic for the full breakdown.
All right. Check out
listeners
next Tuesday.
Yeah. You'll be back for
Philosophy 101. And then the mom's still doing voiceover about Zac Efron was meant to find that photo. And then we get a shot of Zac Efron holding the photo and flipping it over and it says, keep safe with a little X.
Yeah. Weird. Like that makes me think also it was for the douche who is probably a veteran.
Save it for the prognostication, but that doesn't make any sense. He wasn't over there. He was just a cop back here in town, small town cop, I think.
Well,
I'm sticking with
prognostication.
Anyways, and then this is where we cue in kind of like this terrible, like Three Doors Down, like really soft pop rocky song. It's just like,
it's not, it's the Fray.
Terrible. No.
Way worse.
Oh yeah.
Way
I mean, I didn't think it was Three Doors Down, but it just
sounded
give
Three Doors Down some credit. This is the Fray, Russ.
Oh
yeah. That song shreds.
Sure.
Everyone loves that song. Put that song on in a bar.
Yeah.
In America.
Yes. In America.
Anywhere in the world, probably. Italians, let us know.
Yeah. So, anyways, this terrible soft rock song comes on, and then we get some action scenes where dude bro guy has his police issued gun, because I'm sticking with it. He's got a gun, and he's very
pointed
at Zac Efron there, and there's a dog still in the background. I wonder if Zac Efron's got a dog. And he's just like in very public setting and during the day in the middle of town being like pointing a gun at him, and Zac Efron's just like, not having it.
Immediately disarms him.
Yeah, I will take that from you. Party over.
I'm a Marine.
Yeah, did some Marine tactics, takes that from him. Yeah. Then we get Zac Efron talking about how do you mansplain something you don't even understand yourself, you know?
Great question. Question for the ages.
And he's talking to Taylor Schilling there. And then we just cut right to more steamier, I would say. Even I would think we amped up the steamier, sexier, but still classy.
It's a real steamer in here, yeah.
A lot of hands down pants.
Yep.
Shirts are off.
Always.
No one's getting 7-Eleven here. And
then she sees his shitty tattoo, which says all glory something, but YouTube covered it up, so I couldn't tell.
Yeah, I don't know why I couldn't X that out either. I was like, what the hell? This is dumb.
I assumed it was maybe it's like a Jesus-y thing.
Oh, yeah. All glory, no fortune. Fortune and glory.
Yeah, that's a Jesus thing, right? Famously, Jesus says that. Yeah.
And then that's it. And we cut to I think, right? I don't know. And then we cut to a title card where
Zac Efron.
And then just a couple shots of him doing stuff, wearing a thing in his head and
looking like a doofus.
Title card Taylor Schilling, and then her being carried by Zac Efron and kind of just running and some kissing
into a boat.
Gonna put you in his boat,
row around a little bit,
or rowboat,
and more steamy scenes.
Yeah, and then the final title card, the lucky one.
Before that, we get the "Why did you come here?" and then she chases after him as he walks down the street like Bruce Banner in the old Hulk series. Is like with his backpack on, like looking behind him, and then he says to find you, and that's when we get the title card.
By the way, I'm just going to throw it out there for our hardcore listeners.
Ooh.
That is now the second time that Jared has referenced the original Hulk TV series with Lou Ferrigno walking down a street and
specifically the going away
moment, end credits, or was that opening credits? I forget. Opening credits.
End credits.
And you did just a couple notes from the theme, but and you did the music. So if know the original episode that Jared referenced that in, you should email us and we'll send you something nice.
That's right. Great plug. Good work, buddy. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I don't remember doing that, so I can't help you, listeners, but I'm also not surprised.
Yeah.
That is something I will do more episodes, I promise. And why are they making the movies that are like that,
Right. All right. So yeah,
I hate this.
Yeah, that's the end of the trailer. That's where we've put ourselves. This is where we are. This is where we've landed.
Shall we prognosticate?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. You got something ready, or you want me to make something up?
I mean, I don't know. I figured we don't really plan these ahead of time, which we probably should.
No, that takes the fun out of it for the listeners, I think. You get to hear us do improv, which we all know we're both very good at.
Yeah. Famously known.
Famous stall tactics by doing all of this.
Yes. And then.
So here's what I think happens. I think Zac Efron actually playing Ted Bundy. I think before,
damn you,
he was trying out the role. I know this is 10 years ahead of that, right? At least, right? Well, 2012. When did that come out? 10 years ago would be now. So
yeah.
When did the Ted Bundy thing come out?
Oh, it came out. Yeah, it came out like a year or two ago. Yeah, within the last 2 years.
Getting a head start on that, doing testing out the role in this movie, which I think is why he's trying out a bunch of different accents. Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. Trying to get his grounding here. This is, I think they did like an origin story thing for Ted Bundy.
Okay.
Like maybe Taylor Schilling is his first victim. She does, like, that's the kind of thing you can't edit out. In the trailer, it seems like she's kind of like an unwilling victim for half of it.
Yeah.
I think it's that.
That's interesting. I'm into that. I'm going to take you a step further though. Or do you have,
sure.
Keep going. If you got
no, you go ahead.
Oh no. I'm going to take it a step further. So you think this is a prep? I was going to say that maybe this is Ted Bundy's kid because timeline wise, right?
Oh, sure.
So you have Zac Efron who played Ted Bundy, right? And what was the years of that? 7, 8, I remember the years, right? Would his kid? Would that timeline work?
I don't think.
Or would it be a
old enough to
grandson? Maybe a grandson.
I don't know.
Or maybe. Oh, you know what this is? I know what this is. Ready? So I think this is more of like a 17 again thing where Ted Bundy somehow swaps bodies with this guy and is actually in this guy's body.
Oh.
And is like, oh, I'm in a new timeline now.
Is Chandler in the movie?
And I'm 17, but I'm actually 20, 30 something because I've been in a couple of tours of, it's like 30 again. It's like 35 again, right?
That's right.
28. And yeah.
And then Chandler shows up talking about his moisturizer.
Yeah.
Right? Because then it turns into that.
Yeah. Maybe.
Like a 17 again. Okay. I like that. I like that premise. But so you're saying everyone related to Ted Bundy is also a murderer, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, come on. It runs in the family, right? It's kind of like heart disease.
I just want to make sure.
It's like heart disease and other things, right? That all runs in the family, right? It's like,
you have to make sure we're being clear.
Yes, you have to worry about those things. And
perfect.
But no, it's not a runs in the family thing because it's a body swap thing.
Right. Yeah, and I predict that the douche bro, the ex-boyfriend there, I think he.
What does he do for a living?
Landscaping. I already told you that. I think he killed the cop and took his gun. I think that's where he gets the gun from.
Wow.
I think in this rage,
shot the sheriff.
Zac Efron
didn't shoot the deputy. The deputy, but took the sheriff's gun.
Yep. And then
went after her and he was like, "Hey, okay."
Yeah.
I also think that, I mean, to really maybe going with I kind of want to throw a little time travel thing in here because I think the dog is a German Shepherd, right? I guess it doesn't matter, but I think that he's got the dog with him because Zac Efron was actually sent from the future, right? Okay.
And that shitty little boy is Zac Efron from the past,
right?
Like the Adam Project,
right? And the dad bro guy is actually a Terminator. That's why he's got a dog around, and the dog would be barking. And you know, we didn't see the dog barking because I don't think they want to spoil it. Because I think this is like a hidden Terminator kind of movie. I think it's kind of like a spin-off Terminator. And yeah.
Okay, so it's the Adam Project meets Terminator
meets Ted Bundy.
Meets Ted Bundy. Okay.
Yes. So yeah.
Sold.
Right?
I want to see this now. Now I'm excited again.
I'm pumped. I can't wait to watch this movie.
Oh, thank God.
I think we dodged a bullet here.
Could have been a nightmare.
Nicholas Sparks. I can't wait.
Yeah, thank you.
Pumped.
Maybe not an enemy of the pod after all.
We are truly the lucky ones here.
Good closing.
So with that, thanks everyone for listening. We're so excited now. We'll be back next week with the full breakdown. We're going to talk about philosophy. We're going to talk about Terminators, probably. Dead comedians. In the meantime, though, I know that's just making you salivate for more of our voices. In the meantime, you can follow us on Instagram at It's This Meets That. Or ITMT Pod on Twitter. And wherever you listen to us, you should subscribe to us.
Yes, please. And while you're there, if said platform supports it, you should consider leaving us a review. That, helps other people discover the magic of ITMT. You'll be doing us and yourself and everyone else in the world a favor. Say something nice or don't, whatever. But leave us a review. That's important. Yeah. Or, as we've said a few times in this episode, send us an email. We'll read them in a trailer trash, or we'll send you something, or we'll write you back something snarky maybe, or who knows? Anything could happen. If you sent us an email, you would find out what'll happen. Or go to the website. Yeah. If you forgot everything that I just said and you need some more information, you're like, what was I doing? How did I get here? What am I listening to right now? Go to itsthismeetsthat.com and you will remember.